I have a block of cheese in my colon, the size of a grapefruit.
Tony, come on. Don't be grumpy.
Bitch. Oh, Jesus.
Sometimes I don't understand you.
I'm so hungover, I just want to crawl into the bushes and die.
Seriously?
No, I hate this. Are we there yet?
No, the chalet is maybe like, I don't know, half hour?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
It's amazing.
Worst episode ever.
I took a walk through this beautiful world. Felt the cool rain on my shoulder. Found something good in this beautiful world. I felt the rain getting colder. Sha-la-la-la-la, 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 sha-la-la-la-la.
The French Alps. Lovely Italians on one side, but the terrifying Swiss on the other. They're close. Too close for me. A man with an erotic childhood fear of alpine vistas, yodeling, even cheese with holes in it. But my friend Eric requires payback. I have in recent adventures with him been unkind. He grew up in mountains like this. He's an expert skier. This is like home to him. So I thought it was only fair that he get a chance at payback. I am not a graceful skier, but I am an enthusiastic one. And that's what you come here for in winter and early spring. Some of the best slopes on Earth. Also cheese, apparently. Lots of cheese.
Just take your size.
Yes.
Okay. Mayonnaise, push in the front.
What do you think?
Yeah, they feel good. That feels
Good?
good. Yeah. You learned to ski in what? In the Pyrenees, right?
Yeah.
I learned to ski in New Jersey.
It's the same.
Yes. That's what I always said.
You thought you were going to the moon or what?
Hey, warm feet are important. Nothing is more demoralizing than cold, wet feet. You'll be bitching in those things. Yeah,
No, man.
You'll look cool. This is gonna be like sponges.
You wish me bad luck.
No, I don't. I just think you should have proper footwear, man. Prior preparation prevents piss-poor performance. Ski log, day one. Conditions are not ideal. It's thick powder and zero visibility. Plus, I haven't skied in years, so it hurts bad. But God bless the French, they can't go too long, not even down a mountain, without eating well. I gotta tell you, I'm not impressed with my performance on that hill. I was dying.
Today is challenging. I mean, look, it's about 3 feet of fresh snow. The visibility was okay, barely okay.
A year ago at this time, I was a killing machine. Now I was like, I was seeing stars. I mean,
Oh, it's the altitude. Trois gras poêlés pour deux.
Côte de Veau.
Et côte de veau.
And some extravagantly fantastic red wine.
We blow up the budget.
Kill them.
Kill it? Okay.
Kill them.
Okay, hold on.
Definitely the 66 Latour. How much is it? Is it expensive enough?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they're gonna love you.
We deserve it. Well, it's good.
Right? This is good, huh?
Well worth the expense to someone else.
This is the beginning. We're gonna have a week of good food, good wines, and ski, right?
So what are the spécialités of the region?
So they do the raclette.
Cheese,
You know, like, yeah, cheese.
right?
The fondue.
That's cheese.
tartiflette.
That's cheese.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, that's not bad. I like cheese.
I like stews. They make a lot of stews too.
Yeah. Of what animals?
Mostly beef.
Yeah?
Yeah.
A lot of cows up here?
Yeah.
I like cows. To eat.
Yeah, to eat, of course.
Not much like them personally. Where I learned to ski, we're lucky to get lukewarm chicken fingers and a Bud Light at the lodge. Here, we start with pan-seared foie gras. Wow.
That's fancy, huh?
All right.
I mean, why do you eat that on a ski slope? Seriously.
For the main, a loin of veal gently seared and pan-roasted, joined by a wild mushroom sauce and a pretty little medley of vegetables.
Whoa.
Looking good.
Woohoo. How is it?
It's really good. It's also, I just wanted you to know, this humanely raised veal, free range, died in its sleep.
I disagree with that, but I will eat it.
I'm just trying to make you feel better about the world. I'm all over the cheese course like a one-man army. Tome de chèvre, tome de Savoie au piment, fromage de chèvre frais, et crème de reine. That's from like a cow. Everybody has blood on their hands, Eric, everybody.
I do too.
Right, we all do.
I do too.
The clothes we wear, the air we breathe, everything we do is built on the backs of suffering people and dying animals.
I agree.
We wallow in blood. Ski log, day 2. Yesterday, Chef Repair showed no mercy on the mountain. Today, conditions are more to my liking. A small wager might have been made. Loser might have to eat at Johnny Rockets. Today, it is on. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. The title for your biography, for your biopic, 32 Yolks, The Revenge, or whatever we're calling it, 64 Yolks, or for a few yolks more. No, that'll be the sequel. A fistful of yolks. Okay, that's what we'll call it. We have to change it to one more manly title.
But it's
32 Yolks is okay.
Now it's becoming your book. You're changing. You decide.
Welcome to Hollywood, my friend. Le Crèmerie, a special place at the bottom of the mountain. Croûte with morel and cream. Lots of cream. I didn't expect that. That's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, bread and mushrooms,
Bread.
cheese. There's no meat in this.
No, it's no meat.
I'm like practically like Gandhi at this point.
I'm not drastic. I'm not saying don't eat meat, become a vegan. I'm saying let's eat less meat.
You just think it's better for the planet?
It's good for the planet. It's good for our body. It's good for the animals.
I'll stand outside Le Bourdain. I'll tell all your customers that. You know, this fish thing, you should really... You should eat some vegetables. Bovine flatulence is a major source of carbon dioxide.
Yes. It's the biggest one in the world.
No, not the biggest one in the world.
Yes, it is.
Bovine flatulence?
Yes. Bigger than cars, bigger than anything else.
See, this is why we should eat meat. We're saving the planet. We're going to kill these things. They're ripping a hole in the ozone layer. Listen, it stinks.
You are a lost case.
J'espère que vous avez encore faim parce que la suite.
Ah oui, c'est sérieux?
C'est sérieux.
She said she hopes you're very hungry because what's coming, it's serious.
Farcen. I think that means cannonball of goodness in French because it's a big, heavy, albeit thoroughly delicious loaf of potato, bacon, dried fruit, and cream, slowly steamed in a bain-marie. This meal is a foreshadowing of the kind of light spa food that will become a regular feature of our time in the Alps.
Whoa. We have to finish that.
It's like a volcano. Christ, look at this.
You can put dry apricots or plums as well. So it's a bit sweet and salty. Good.
It's very good.
It's really good.
You put that on man versus food, food wins. Can Eric Ribert eat the entire Farcen in 1 hour? If you could save the world, could you eat that? No, if you can save a puppy, could you eat that?
To save a puppy?
Yeah. The whole thing. You'd eat the whole thing to save a puppy?
Yeah.
Give me a puppy.
Vous êtes passé dans ma rue, chevauchant votre deux roues. En moins d'une seconde, vous avez disparu. Oui, peu ou prou.
Ah, nature. The rustic charms of the farm. Proximity to one's ingredients. The smell of fresh grass, manure, livestock. I love it. No, actually, that's Eric. I didn't mean to be presumptuous, but last night after dinner, I went back to my room and I whipped up a little pâté for us.
Yes, of course.
I thought the croûtes came out pretty well, don't you think?
Yeah.
I mean, not bad for a little microwave in my room. Because I know you're a man of expensive tastes. I foraged for truffles this morning. I rented a truffle-seeking pig. I managed to dig this guy up.
It's pretty
You
nice.
want to do the honors?
Yeah.
Wow, look at that knife work. You should be a chef. A nice cheese selection from this very farm.
Yes, I
A
guess.
process that we will be helping along today.
I'm excited about that. It's an experience. I mean, everything is an experience today.
So is a colonoscopy, but... So you ever milked a cow before?
I love going to the farm when I was a kid.
Yeah?
They had 20 cows.
In the farming community in which you grew up, did kids at school ever brag about sort of, I don't know how you describe this for a family audience, but inappropriate contact with
No.
farm animals? Really? Never?
No.
So if I made like a grass smoothie and poured it on your crotch, I think it would be pretty funny. If no one was watching.
Yeah, no one is watching. This scene is gone. This scene doesn't exist.
Don't do that while I'm milking you, man.
She's like...
Now, the milking thing, I have some concerns. I'm afraid.
Are you?
I'm a little afraid. I think they sense that my Jersey roots as opposed to, your country ass, They know you, they recognize you as one of theirs.
Ben alors, Didine, hein? You don't like Tony, huh? Don't let him do it. Kick him in the balls. I give you $1,000 cash if you can get some milk out of this cow.
You'll give me $1,000. Okay, now we're talking, my friend. Show me how it's done, farm boy.
Oh, he's gonna show us.
Okay. Okay, I can do that.
You see how he does?
I think so. Okay?
Okay?
You first.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. We should be playing like some 70s music, Okay, save some for me. Come on, man. That's my $1,000 going in that pail.
Okay, your turn.
All right. Watch how it's done. Yeah, cheese up top.
Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, it's soft. Hey, what's that called? It's called $1,000, my friend. Oh, that's strangely satisfying. So that's my grand. I feel like a champion,
You don't want to do a goat, huh?
so to speak.
I mean, yes.
I think we learned something here today.
Yeah, do it quickly.
Cheese. Don't get me wrong, I love cheese. I adore it. But it's day 3 of non-stop cheese, and we haven't even scratched the surface of the many wondrous specialties of the region. Hotel de Bouet has been around for many years. One comes here for the cheese. In this case, the iconic raclette and the equally iconic fondue.
Alors, can I have a drink with you?
Please. Marianne Chanel and her siblings are the 3rd generation of her family to run this place. So this is a family business?
Yes.
For how many years?
Soon 130 years.
130 years. So in the family the whole time?
Yes, it's my great-granddad.
Great-grandfather.
So you're gonna have to help us.
I explain.
Finally, raclette. I've been waiting for this.
I know.
Would you like a direct on your potatoes?
Please. Oh, it bubbles.
Yeah.
Alors, I cut with this part.
Oh, man, yeah, that's... Whoa.
Vous voulez essayer de la couper?
Yeah, man, go for it.
You want to try?
No, go for it, big boy. All right,
Il faut
here
que
we
tu
go.
recules ça, ici, comme ça. Je te laisse faire, hein, je le laisse faire.
Okay.
Ah, il faut y aller vraiment, 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 vraiment. I think, no.
Is there a future for him in the restaurant business? I'm not so sure. Normal humans do not usually follow multiple wads of oozing cheese melted over potatoes with a molten pot of more cheese. So, you excited? Finally, your fondue?
Yeah.
But we are no ordinary men. We are titans. We are centurions of dairy products.
C'est de la fondue.
Let's do the fondue.
Do some 8 slowly.
Figure 8.
8 on the bottom. You touch the bottom. Maintenant, tu turn like this. Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, man, that's good.
It's what I said. When you do that to the end of the fondue,
Right.
the fondue is perfect.
You know, you should know, he bet me $1,000 today that I could not milk a cow.
And you do?
I did.
Yeah.
Victory. Look, I know what to do with a cow.
I know what you do. You're gonna.
You put it in your fridge.
Exactly. Right.
L'œuf, le sucre, le schnapps et un pichet de blanc.
How can you do it?
Can I do what?
I mean, to be surrounded by this much great cheese,
Well, we ate about a pound of cheese each.
you're going to have a big cannonball of crap lodged up your butt like a baby head. The size of a freaking baby head. You will understand the agony of delivery.
We are not leaving this table.
Well, we are, because there's a bunch of drunk, horny mountaineers coming in later.
Oh, we're gonna party with them happily.
No, because I believe there might be yodeling involved. My God.
I'm not worried about it. I'll be fine.
Alors, je viens avec beaucoup de choses là du coup. Hein.
Ouais, mais on y va.
Oh, whoa, watch this. Okay, here goes the egg.
Crumble un peu.
Oh, now we're getting serious.
Du sucre?
Ouais. C'est the Kirche Haute-Savoie.
I try?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's good.
It's different, hein?
Totally.
En pichet.
Holy Christ.
What? It's flat. We haven't started yet.
Why do people do this?
You do that to stay in shape, to enjoy nature.
This is not a sport.
That's a sport, man.
This is a death sentence.
We came from New York. Look at the difference. It's so peaceful.
You gonna go do this in Central Park?
Yeah, you can do that
Snows.
in Central Park. Yeah,
But why would you?
for fun. This is for fun. We're doing that for fun, Tony.
This is fun like chlamydia is fun.
We haven't even started to go up. Okay, now that's the real exercise.
Ah, hell. Every chef needs a mentor. In the life and career of Eric Ripert, it was Maurice Grillet who filled that role, who took a young, fresh-faced cook from the mean streets of Antibes and turned him into the hardened professional he is today.
Et on voudrait du filet, on va faire des steaks au poivre.
C'est bon aussi, hein?
Il y a de la tome de chèvre qui a l'air pas mal, là. Tu as encore un saucisson?
On mange pas ce soir.
Hey, je pense assassiner Tony. Ce soir serait parfait.
Comment veux-tu t'y prendre?
On pourrait l'empoisonner.
Nous devrons faire attention de ne rien manger.
Peut-être que tu as raison. Ce serait plus facile de lui trancher la gorge.
Mais que fait-on du sang?
On installe des sacs en plastique avant de l'égorger. Ou on le jette de la falaise.
Ah, super idée.
Merci.
Breakfast.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Il nous faut du champagne,
Un
du vin
Bourgogne.
blanc- un Bourgogne blanc.
On a besoin de cognac, une petite bouteille. Cela fera l'affaire. Cela complétera parfaitement l'assassinat d'un animateur d'émission télé. Donc nous avons notre cognac, champagne et le garrot.
Ouais, ça va.
À la santé de Satan.
Qu'il règne pour l'éternité.
They said they'd cook lunch, which sounded like a sweet deal considering what's on the menu. Start with heaping spoons full of the finest Osetra caviar. So, when you work for Maurice, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good are
-2.
-2? And you only ended up in the kitchen because you were such a shit waiter, right?
Yeah. No, but I wanted to be in the kitchen. After graduation, I was in Paris with my suitcase. I was 17 years old. And then I see that guy.
Maybe some asparagus, upon which one nestles a poached egg, a freshly frothed sabayon, and an obscenely generous pile of black truffle shavings.
I like a lot of sabayon.
Egg on egg, man, nothing beats it. It's ridiculous. I don't know why people mistake me for you. Because they see us on TV together, we both have the white hair, and people can say, oh, I love your restaurant, it's so good, La Bernardine. La Bernardine, I love your restaurant, it's great, the fish, it's wonderful. You know what I always say? No, I always say, you know, can you believe all our fish is frozen?
No, he does. He's not joking.
Steak au poivre with some fresh morel and new potatoes. So what was 32 yolks again? What was that's a recipe?
For the Hollandaise, for his Hollandaise.
32 yolks.
Yeah, to make the Hollandaise for him.
No, it's an excellent book.
Thank you, Tony.
My favorite part is when you're in prison in the south of France. They force him to bite the heads off live chickens for the amusement of the other convicts.
We did,
that was a good scene. Or was that Midnight Express?
It was Midnight Express.
How many years did you guys work together?
Actually, a long time. From day one of my career to when I left to America.
Very long time.
Why did you go to America and leave your ancestral homeland?
Robuchon sent me to America. I wanted to go to Brazil. And then he looked at me and he smiled and he said, I can send you to Brazil. You're not going to cook anything there.
Right.
Actually, Robuchon helped me to come to America. He found me the job.
Yeah, what would you have been if you'd failed as a aspiring chef? What was your fallback position?
I wanted to be a forest ranger.
Forest ranger?
Yeah.
Why? You like nature or something?
Yeah.
What was it, the uniform? You like the uniform?
No,
the shorts, they get shorts and a little hat like Smokey the Bear. But you're not an outdoorsman at all. You don't fish?
No, because I don't want to catch fish.
We'll leave that where it is.
Yeah.
You probably killed more fish over the telephone than...
A good fisherman.
They are dead already.
No, they killed them for you.
Don't say that.
Ah non, non, ça va.
You're like Scarface.
Don't say that or I give you a lot of salad.
These mountains are majestic and beautiful. You can walk them, take pictures of them, you can ski down them. They can also kill you. So when shit gets bad and you find yourself a tangle of busted bones and torn flesh, having slid off a lonely high-altitude piste, it's people like Laurent Langoisseur of La Compagnie du Mont Blanc who come and save you. Sonia Popoff works for Peloton de Gendarmerie de Haute Montagne. She's who you call when things are really bad. This was Eric's life dream as a young man, to be a park ranger in the Alps or in the mountains. This is what he wanted to do as a young man.
I wanted to be you.
Let's face it, your career as a chef is coming to an end. You just turned 52. Is it too late for him to start? Oh, that's not a good sign.
I don't know how to say it.
It's a... Sorry, Pops.
I am in a better shape than you to do it. Yeah. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be mean.
Yes, I'm not doing it. So what's the most common injury?
So a lot of knee and shoulders, dislocated shoulders.
Head injuries?
Concussion?
Concussion?
Yes.
I mean, I notice, you know, there's a bar here. I mean, how stupid do people get on a mountain?
You would be very surprised. We see people not trained, not well equipped, following like ski tracks that get them to crevasses, glaciers, crags.
Right. So if he drinks 2 bottles of Genepi and he goes off-piste and falls into a crevasse, dislocates his shoulder, breaks his knee, and
Why me?
And has a concussion. It's a hypothetical question.
Okay.
So, okay, hypothermia is setting in. Your ACL and your meniscus are both completely shredded. Oh. And you're all messed up from a concussion. What is the thing I should do? Should I ski to the bottom and talk to someone? I call my cell phone? First, I call the production company and tell them we need somebody else for the rest of the show.
He's such a nice guy.
To answer the question, there is something today we use more and more on the people's cell phones.
Oh, find my phone.
Oh, I don't know.
Find my corpse.
Phone. Just ask the people, okay, go back to your phone.
Yeah.
And there's a GPS inside it, and it tells us exactly where to find you.
Avalanches happen here, frequently. Laurent and his rescue squads are here to prevent them before they occur, if possible, and if not, to find you and dig you out. Allow us to demonstrate. We bury our local contact bullet under the snow. Search dogs, hopefully, will find him before he becomes a corpsicle, and our production insurance becomes unsustainably expensive. So how common are avalanche? Where are they most likely to happen?
Anywhere but the ski resorts. Most of the avalanches that kills people is not into a ski resort, it's outside the boundaries.
Well, now, here's a question.
Oh, great.
So Eric comes back after he's recovered from his injuries, and he decides to go mountain climbing. And he gets drunk again.
If something happened to me, you're gonna remember, I tell you that.
And he climbs the mountain, and he gets buried in the avalanche, and he's buried in the snow. What happens then? Or do you just say,
Find my
see you in the summer?
Find my phone again.
No.
Well, first you have to find the location, the whole location, and then we have a transceiver locator, like this one, which is an example.
Like that.
Yes.
And when you are caught in an avalanche,
They look
the
for it.
rescue team, ski patrol, will come with the same one, and then they can find the signal. And then they start digging.
How long can you live under this
Can't
snow
system,
if
can't
it's not?
You have 3 minutes.
3 minutes
3
for...
minutes if you can breathe.
Right.
But sometimes you have a little place for
A
breathing.
little room?
Yes, and you can survive half an hour, 1 hour.
So I shouldn't give up too soon.
Yes.
Allez, je me rapproche de la zone. Et Nounouk, on va chercher le monsieur. On va chercher le monsieur. Allez, en avant, cherche. Et donc le chien est déjà fixé sur la victime. Avance pas trop pour éviter de perturber le toutou. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a là, Nounouk? Il y a quelque chose? Hein? Qu'est-ce que t'as trouvé, mamie? Il y a un monsieur? Hein? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a là? Ouh là là, qu'est-ce qu'il a trouvé, Nounouk? Allez, on gratte, on gratte, on gratte. Allez, gamin, on gratte. Allez, loulou, allez, allez, allez. Il faut gratter, loulou. Allez, 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 gratte, gratte, gratte. Allez, mon loulou. Oui, ça c'est beau, loulou, ça. Beau titoune, ça, ouais. Ça c'est beau, mon gamin. Ça va?
Tu peux peut-être sortir? Attends, bouge pas, attends.
Beau travail, il a trouvé le monsieur. Il a trouvé le monsieur. La rapidité d'intervention. On a en gros 20 minutes pour intervenir. Au-delà des 20 minutes, les chances de survie de la victime décroissent énormément. Bon, la victime est indemne, donc ça va, on peut la sortir comme ça. S'il y avait une traumatologie un peu plus importante, il aurait fallu la médicaliser un peu plus correctement. Oh, ça c'est beau, ça, oui. Oh, que ça c'est beau, Titi, ça. Oh, il a trouvé le monsieur.
So why did you choose such a dangerous and difficult area of medicine? I mean, you could have a nice practice in Paris, people have headaches.
It's difficult to explain. Yes, I know it's very dangerous, but I think I have to continue, I have to stop, I continue.
I'm not sure why I do it, but I know it makes me alive, so it's good.
But you like it?
I do like it.
Yeah, right?
You don't think about that. You don't know why, but you do that.
It's called compassion.
La France. I love it, and God knows I love the cheese here. But a brief respite is needed from the torrent of dairy products. Perhaps I thought a short hop across the border to Italy would be a good idea. I want pasta. Maison Rosé has a long and storied history here in the Aosta Valley. Our host, Jean-Marie Christie, grew up in the region. I love it here. I'm so happy to be in Italy. I feel a little treacherous to deny my own roots because I have zero Italian heritage, as far as I know, zero. But I just love this lifestyle, this food. It's just great.
Well, cheers.
All right.
Cheers, guys.
To Italy.
Santé.
After you.
I will definitely have some of that.
This is even some honey. I like them.
Oh, interesting.
And this is a gift from me. This is a chamois that I have hunted this year. And I have done dried meat with the leg of the chamois.
Okay, more cheese. But it's a delicious order of gnocchi with beetroot fondue. This is great. We're doing fondue again? We should have a camera in your colon. Ravioli with tomato sauce.
Thank you.
I know you were excited about it, right?
Okay.
So you like pasta?
Oh, I love it.
He has been whining for a week.
A creamy polenta with braised beef.
Okay. And this is
that's exciting.
carbonara, one of the best you can find in Aosta Valley.
Which meat is this one?
Beef.
Beef.
Yeah.
You remember our friend, the cow?
Yes, yesterday. She was cute. Did you see the connection in between her and I yesterday? Like she was...
Yeah, she had her nose right in your crotch. So what is this game we're going to play today?
Oh, it's called Fiole.
Fiore?
Fiole.
This game is difficult to describe. I gather the idea is you try to hit that tiny polished stone with that stick as far as you can. I do not think I can do that. Oh, man. I can't do that. He wants to hit it as far as he can.
Exactly. It's really simple.
This looks hard.
You have to lick the stone. Did you see? They lick the stone so it sticks to the big stone. Ooh, this one is good.
Yeah. I'll tell you this, it's better than golf.
So you don't love golf?
I hate golf.
I want to try.
Okay.
I want to try one time. Yeah, I want to do it one time.
So I bet you $1,000.
$1,000.
$1,000 you can't get it across the one.
I'm fine. I have nothing to lose.
Well, yeah, $1,000.
No.
Now you're out, man.
No, 3 times.
Oh, jeez. No, it's like watching a monkey try to like work a typewriter. Look, I don't know even why you'd even.
Silent, please.
Congratulations. No, no, man. No, it was a miracle and I.
Congratulations.
I think that's called a foul ball.
You have to think positive. How lucky you are to be in the Alps on a beautiful day.
I'm lucky to not actively be throwing up on myself right now.
You know, you have to enjoy little things in life, right?
I do.
I mean, this is a special moment.
I do. I will enjoy the minute I don't have to do this anymore.
Oh, come on, man.
So here's the plot.
Yeah, tell me.
Okay, it's 64 Yolks, The Revenge.
64.
It's about a chef named Eric Ripper who runs a 3-star Michelin in New York, played by Bruce Willis. But what?
Oh, I'm playing. Okay, I like
so
that. Bruce
Willis, playing you, goes out into the dining room, visiting the table, overhears a conversation.
And then?
Car chases, violence, big fight in the kitchen at Le Bernardin. We could shoot it there. I'm sure it won't interrupt service.
Holy cow. Oh, it's unbelievable. I mean, nothing is more beautiful than that. Come in my selfie. Oh, it's a video. Hold on.
Look at him.
Yeah, you should do something like that.
Oh, no, I don't like this.
Wow, I love it.
Oh, no. Oh, jeez. No one's ever gone through?
Whoa!
I'm telling you, I'd feel a lot more comfortable if you hadn't had 2 portions of eggs.
This is amazing.
When you kill people in the film, you always have like some little catchphrase to do with food. Like, bang, chef, please, or how'd you like your dessert? You gotta start practicing. You gotta take your sunglasses off like David Caruso. You gotta go, dinner is served.
I go like that?
Yeah, gotta put it over, take them off, take them off.
Okay.
Dinner
I look at the
is
camera?
served.
Yeah.
No, you gotta look, say, pretend I'm bleeding out on the ground.
Okay,
You just kill me.
fine.
So you have to put them off and then on.
Yeah.
Dinner is served.
Dinner is served.
No, you gotta put the sunglasses on. It's called acting. Ask David Caruso.
Okay.
Jesus.
In a world where the price of dinner could be your life, one man, one chef stands alone.
Ben, pick up.
He just wanted to cook. But they wouldn't let him. Eric Repair is back in his own hill-raising, bone-crushing, ass-kicking true story.
Dinner is served.
32 yolks to slaughter. Not coming soon to a theater near you.
Spotless, efficient, safe, protected, controlled. A utopian city-state run like a multinational company. Welcome to Singapore Incorporated.
I took a walk through this beautiful world. Felt the cool rain on my shoulder. Found something good in this beautiful world. I felt the rain getting colder. Sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la.
Singapore. One could be forgiven for thinking it's a giant, ultra-modern shopping mall. An interconnected, fully wired, air-conditioned nanny state, where everything is beautiful and nothing hurts. And those things are kind of true, especially if you read the papers or the carefully monitored internet. You look around the litterless streets where everything seems to work just fine, and you think, or you could be forgiven for thinking, gee, maybe a one-party system is just what we need. You look at all the social problems and ethnic strife, street crime, drugs that Singapore has managed to avoid, and you could think, is this the life we want? It ain't my system, it's not the world I want, but damn, it has its appeal.
Hi, this is Singapore. You like it?
Jam-packed in between the carefully feng shuied architecture, the skyscrapers and office blocks are rich, deep, very old, and deliciously funky remnants of the old world. Chinese, Indian, Malay, and a culture that still cherishes the joys of a simple good thing.
A lot of national foods you can get in Singapore.
What's your favorite?
My favorite is, in Malay, I think you don't know, we call it mee goreng.
That's your favorite Malay dish. What's your favorite Chinese dish?
Chinese Hokkien mee.
Hokkien mee?
Hokkien mee. Sometimes chicken rice.
Chicken, of course.
Yes.
And how about favorite Indian dish?
Definitely nasi biryani. You know that?
The biryani?
Yeah, biryani rice. You got it.
Oh, Sungai Road, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that's the best lock size on Sungai Road. It's funny, I recognize every place here by food.
Tony, how are you?
Looking good.
My brother. So what blows you back to Singapore, man?
You know why I come here. I come here to eat.
I live here to eat too.
I come here mostly to eat, because that's what they do here. And they arguably do it better with more diverse, affordable food options per square foot than just about anywhere on Earth. My godfather and mentor for Singaporean street food has always been and remains KF Sito, the guru behind the Makan Sutra food guides and an advocate for the kind of democratic, affordable, casual chaos of the hawker world.
This is the dry one.
Thank you.
Thank you, enjoy.
Thank you. Okay, so wet and dry.
Wet and dry. When the heat gets to you, a bit of broth.
545 Huampo prawn noodles for prawn mee seemed a good place to start.
We are here because Ray Fang, this girl who served us, she's one of the new heroes, the new generation heroes that's out to protect and preserve our food culture. You know, I've been talking about continuity for the longest time.
I mean, I know you want to see traditional recipes and preparations preserved.
I'm here to preserve what's traditional, what's progressive. Progressive heritage food has a space. But if you're too creative with your stuff, you start putting truffle oil and this kind of stuff.
Well, that's wrong, always.
Creativity is not a flavor, Tony.
Most hawker stalls are family-run operations, and Huampo is no exception. What's unusual is that Li Rufong left her white-collar job to work alongside her parents, bucking a trend that has left the hawker centers with an aging workforce, unable to replenish generations of expertise with new blood.
If you look around, Tony, you look at all the hawkers, more than 70%, 80% of them are 50 and above. So the tipping point will come where everybody just give up their stall because their children have gone to university. They've told them, yeah, go be a doctor, lawyer, go be something else other than hawker.
But the Singaporean government wants to build more stalls, more, better, modern.
20 more hawker centers like this.
20 more hawker centers?
Which I said, where the hell are the hawkers coming from?
Well, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Where are they going to come from?
There's a lot of insinuations of an answer, but no true answer.
I mean, the answer is not from Singapore, right? They're going to have to come in from China.
For the 15,000 or 20,000 food stalls like this we have in Singapore, if it's public run like this, you can't hire foreigners. It's meant for Singaporeans.
But isn't the beginning of all of this was people from China, India?
That's why I keep saying. Our food came from the rest
Somewhere.
of the world. Yeah, we had nothing. And in that tradition, I say, we must continue.
Up for rent, cooked food stall. No, we should do a pop-up. Get my apron.
Stamford Raffles arrived in Singapore in 1819 with the British East India Company, establishing it first as a trading post for the British Empire. Soon thereafter, Singapore grew, quickly becoming an economic hub and regional capital for the British Empire's new colony on the Malay Peninsula. After World War II, Singapore clamored for independence, first becoming a part of the Malaysian Federation, then a fully independent state in 1965. Helmed by its first Prime Minister, Lee Kuan Yew, tiny Singapore famously went from a third world outpost to a first world nation in a single generation.
In Singapore, rules and regulations in Singapore is very strict. We have to follow them. Like I'm driving taxi, I can't break any law.
So the camera catches.
Yeah, everything is in camera. So it's very important to everyone. We have to follow the rules and regulations. That's the reason Singapore is very good. Same time, Singaporeans are very hardworking persons. As human beings, what we need, food to eat, clothes to wear, place to sleep. You can get it in Singapore. So, in other words, we have to continue work, you see. We work hard, we'll get something. Once lazy, we are out.
By some measure, Singapore is a welfare state, taking care of the less fortunate. But at its heart, it's a cold-blooded meritocracy. You follow the rules, and there are many, work hard, and you'll have a good life. That's the message.
And we are starting to define the definition of success. I think before we are very clear with the 5 C's: car, condominium, a credit card, cash, and career.
Wow, that sounds fucking awful, dude.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I grew up in that idea. I
But
grew up
that's not good.
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds kind of depressing.
I know, but that's the past, I think.
The Muslim Quarter, just following afternoon prayers. I'm here with Najib Ali, the Singaporean Malay entertainer and producer.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, looking good.
This is it.
So this is a
lontong.
Lontong, and this?
This is mee siam.
Oh.
We're having wonton, rice cake, coconut gravy, vegetables, and a hard-boiled egg. And mee siam, fried rice noodles with chili paste, prawns, bean sprouts, and a spicy sweet and sour gravy, fried bean curd, and an egg.
They're delicious. I mean, we like to make fun of Singapore in the West and call it Disneyland with the death penalty. And we're skeptical, of course, of one-party rule. We're skeptical of constraints on freedom of the press or the things you can't do.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah.
Do you think that young creative Singaporeans feel those constraints and suffer from them?
I think some of them who travel knows better. Most of them are over-educated and underexposed, meaning they are very little experience in what they know. And I think that's what we are lacking. They're looking for things to do. And the problem with this is always that we're living in a small country and we have nowhere to go, and where do we experience this thing? If you're a New Yorker and you don't like the city life, you say, shit, I'm not going to...
You can say shit on the show.
I'm going to take this.
I think we have 2 more on this hour.
I'm going to get out of the city. So you go to Minnesota, you go to Texas, you take time to think about. And even in Malaysia, when you are in Kuala Lumpur and you go to Terengganu, you go to Kelantan, we have nowhere to go.
Not only is Singapore a small city-state, a little more than half the size of LA, but there's also a pressure of a kind from a big brother government who's always watching, however benevolently one might think.
Every day, as an entertainer, as a producer, director, we are reminded what not to do. Don't insult other races, don't insult other religion. There are some parameters that we always need to see. But I think as a creative person, I think we are always trying to work out. And I think that's challenging for us. And again, most of the things that I do on television is funded by the government. So, so what?
You're biting the hand that feeds you.
But our job is basically as an entertainer here just to purely entertain. And we know there are lines that we can't cross. Religion, our ancestors, our parents, things like that. So it's...
You can't make fun of your parents in comedy?
If your own parent is okay.
How about family member?
But I give high marks when they can give you a twist to a story of a mother-in-law.
Right. Oh, mother-in-law is okay.
Your mother-in-law is okay.
Why does a mother-in-law always get the
I don't know.
So on the basic level, Singapore works in so many ways. Security, your family, education.
Housing.
So housing. So in a way, you're kind of numbed into thinking that, you know, everything's wonderful. And then you start to wonder after a while, is there another way of life? You know, I think that's the big kind of Singapore dilemma in a way.
So is there angst?
Yeah,
is there
certainly there's angst.
But I think there's no outlet for it. So everybody's, you know, like going online. And everybody likes to be anonymous about it.
Even online, they have paid the price for it. People have been let go of their jobs, and that's the price that we have to pay.
The price may seem pretty high by American standards. No political dissent, no right to assembly, a restricted press, and limited freedom of speech. Sadir Varaket, Melanie Chan, and Tanya Angara, all Singaporeans, all navigating the rules and regs, both spoken and unspoken, that go along with prosperity, security, safety. Lord 29 in Geylang for fried oyster omelets and fried prawns with chili paste. Bak chor mee, fishball noodle soup, and beef satay.
I think one of the issues is that we're kind of a victim of our own success in many ways. We've grown so fast, and I guess expectations among the liberals and progressives have just gone so far ahead, including myself. So sometimes, you know, we need a reality check about what pace society can move at. So I think that's the tension. It's that economic growth has happened so quickly, and sometimes social mores, social customs might take a bit more time.
You know, a place where everything works this well, and a system so seemingly different than the one we are taught to venerate. But that's genuinely confusing. So what's the best thing about Singapore, and what's the worst thing about Singapore?
I think best things are tolerance and efficiency. But you know, if you just look around us right now, right, you know, there's like a mosque over there, there's a Buddhist temple over there, there are like a bunch of brothels over there, prostitutes walking the street legally, they're regulated by the government, and everybody has kind of accepted this quid pro quo situation, and it somehow works.
Okay, you were shaking your head though on something you were saying.
No, I agree, but to be feeling so secure and the security of it all, I think that's priceless, you know? It's like, I'll do what I have to do to be able to afford to live well here. I'll work hard, I'll tolerate, and, you know, and even then, it's not that bad. When it comes to me voicing certain things which maybe the government doesn't agree with, I feel I have outlets that don't have to be public, right?
Okay.
And I'm okay with that.
You talk about feeling safe.
Yeah,
as a
security.
woman. Do you feel respected?
Definitely. I do.
Do you feel that there's parity for women and you are paid and treated as well as men?
Yes.
Yes, I think so.
Yes. You know why? I think that's because of maids.
What are maids?
Maids, as in helpers.
Maids.
Helpers.
I think you'll find, like, actually, if you look at Singapore, a lot of women are in the workforce. And the reason why that is so is because everybody's got a maid looking after their child at home. So maids are kind of like the opiate of the masses. That's what does it.
But an opiate keeps you slothful and laying home on the couch.
Exactly.
But if you have a maid, you're saying it frees you up to join the workforce.
Frees you up, but it also means that my husband now, he doesn't know how to serve himself water.
Yeah.
He goes, water, like that.
Laundry?
Sorry?
Can you do laundry?
No.
Lawn what?
Really?
No.
Does anyone here know how to do laundry?
We know how to
kind
do
of,
it.
in theory.
No,
We haven't
the
done
guys
it.
do because
No.
we did 2 years of military service.
Listen.
But the girls are pampered.
Oh, please!
When's the last time you did laundry? When's the last time you did?
My maid was gone.
4 days ago.
4 days ago?
Really?
Yeah.
What, you sent it to the butler?
No. I enjoy doing laundry.
Yeah?
I live by myself in New York.
Yeah.
And I have to tell you, maybe it's a sickness, maybe it's a weird thing. I enjoy throwing my clothes into the washer and then moving them to the dryer. It's a process that makes me feel very satisfied with myself.
Therapeutic.
No. I feel very self-reliant. You know, listening to you people, I got to tell you, I want to like go out and join the Communist Party. It's like bourgeois, man. You're living off the labor of an oppressed underclass.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start my own cell. I'm just fucking with you.
For a state where an ounce of weed can put you in the jug for up to 10 years, and the same weight of dope can mean death, where chewing gum is indeed illegal, a surprising number of vices are allowed here. Drinking age is 18. Prostitution is legal, with sex workers getting regular medical checkups. There are casinos and strip clubs. The government seems to understand that, along with a certain amount of repression, safety valves are required. Get drunk, get laid, and you are less likely to be difficult. Perhaps that's the thinking. Or maybe it's just business. To many, Singapore is the land of opportunity. People from all over the world come here to get a good job, to find a better life.
As an overseas Chinese, we have been discriminated in Laos, Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, Malaysia, in America, Australia, all over the world. Suddenly you got this guy called Lee Kuan Yew. There's nowhere else in the Chinese world have a real leader as big as Lee Kuan Yew.
Much of Singapore's success is often credited to its first prime minister, Lee Kuan Yew, a Singaporean of Chinese descent, considered the founding father of modern Singapore. Reigning pretty much unopposed for 30 years, he's responsible for much of the social engineering that holds Singapore together, as well as the favorable economic policies that have allowed it to thrive. Michael Ma arrived in Singapore to take advantage of its business climate, becoming an early pioneer of Singapore's now famous nightlife.
Back then, in the very beginning, was it a favorable business climate in the sense that, did they look upon your early efforts generously or kindly, or were they, I'm not so sure about this guy. I mean, how was it? It was a favor from the beginning.
No, Singapore is fantastic.
And what time did bars close?
2 o'clock. That's where the opportunity I saw. You know, you cannot run this economy hopping on one leg. Like, you got the right law, the right safety, everything's right. But the social part was not right.
Right.
2 o'clock, you're managing a teenager. 2 o'clock, guys, go to bed.
And so when did it change and what and why?
I started my bars and restaurant in 99, yeah?
Yeah.
And the Prime Minister of Singapore at that time went, what is Singapore doing? 2005, 10. 20, 30, 50. This is before all this.
Right.
I suggest partying all night type of thing.
Welcome, Singapore. Come enjoy with us.
I'm not very smart, so the only way they got me through university is just to throw a lot of parties. You know, I was good at throwing parties, but now I get paid to do it, which is even better.
One-fifth of the world's shipping containers move through the port of Singapore. It is the busiest transshipment point on the planet. Singapore has fully embraced globalization. And that's proved, in their case, very rewarding.
Singapore is an outsized economic importance, primarily because it's so attractive to foreign entrepreneurs, primarily in the form of multinational corporations. So right from the start, the economic strategy was always to attract foreign capital.
Donald Lowe is an economist who spent over 10 years researching and writing about Singapore's unique financial policies.
You know, this place is almost contrary to the founders' original expectations. This place works. I mean, this multi-ethnic, meritocratic ideal, this pragmatic, strict, this understanding that free trade is good for everyone. This place is, after 50 years, it's deeply imprinted in Singaporeans. It's remarkable how open and welcoming of diversity Singapore still is.
We are now living in times where globalism and globalization are bad words.
Yeah, I know.
You're seeing a rise of
populism,
of nationalism.
Which is why, you know, I'm worried about and concerned about Singapore's future. This is a place that has been a main beneficiary of globalization. And as the world turns against globalization, as the world becomes more inward-looking, as countries in Europe and the US becomes more concerned about protecting their own borders, literally in the case of the US, there is a high probability that Singapore will not thrive in such a world.
A lot of social engineering has been superimposed to hold that together, and I think what a lot of Westerners who come to Singapore come here skeptical are often reluctantly pulled into the inescapable conclusion that it seems to work.
It seems to work. But of course, the post-independent Singapore government has been often accused of being extremely keen and extremely competent at social engineering. Of course, the most powerful instrument of social engineering is public housing. Where we force Singaporeans, the large majority of Singaporeans, more than 80% of them, to live in these more or less uniform housing estates. But that form of social engineering also has certain benefits.
Unlike most of the wealthy developed world, there's universal health care and little to no homelessness in Singapore. The country's public housing policy provides an astonishing 80% of Singapore's 5.6 million people with affordable homes, with 90% of the population owning their own home.
Singaporeans would be hard-pressed to name a neighborhood that they would describe as a slum. They'll be hard-pressed to name a neighborhood where they'll say, oh, the people here live in relatively deprived conditions with poor schooling and poor amenities. I mean, most of Singapore feels, I mean, even though economic inequality is high, income inequality is high, you don't see it in the public housing estates. Right. I mean, it's a picture of general equality.
By ensuring its citizens are safe, housed, healthy, and for the most part economically successful, the Singaporean government has been effective at keeping the masses placated enough, willing to accept curbs on their freedoms and civil liberties.
Do you think that the Singaporean success story is a rebuke to American Western values in some respect?
No.
I mean, is free speech overrated?
I don't think we succeeded because of the absence of free speech. And to a large extent, the values we spoke about, free trade, the values of free trade, the values of a liberal global order, these are Western ideas, right? I mean, Singapore did not invent them. The Asia did not invent them.
It shouldn't work.
Harmonious society.
It hasn't really worked like this anywhere else, and yet it works.
No, I think, but my objection or my discomfort with the lack of democratic freedoms is that I think we can allow a lot more of that without hurting Singapore's prosperity and stability 1 ounce.
Right.
What would we lose if we had a freer press? What would we lose if we had more democratic or opposition representation? We'll make for not just a more livelier debate, we'll make for a better debate. We may well arrive at the conclusion that the current dispensation, the current order, represents the best possible society for Singapore. But let's have that debate.
I mean, it's a horrifying thought.
It's possible that the human mind, that the average citizen cannot deal with that much diversity, that we need these curbs and restrictions on our freedoms.
What if free speech is like is bad?
It's like a drug, right?
Of the many ethnicities coexisting in Singapore, one of the oldest is the Peranakan culture. Straits-born Chinese who immigrated to the Malay Peninsula in the 16th century.
We have a heritage that exists in Singapore that comprises 5 different ethnic groups. So you have your Chinese, you have your Malay, you have your Indian, you have your Eurasians, and your Peranakan. And this makes the cuisine here very, very special. Cheers, Tony.
Cheers.
Chef Damien De Silva has made it his mission to preserve and protect the knowledge, techniques, and flavors of Singaporean heritage foods. Guan Ho Soon is the oldest Peranakan restaurant in Singapore, predating independence.
So this is a dish that you probably find in Malay home. It's sour, it's sweet because of the pineapple, right? And it's savory as well.
Ikan asam nana, sour fish curry with pineapple.
So really, we're talking about a sort of, I hate the word fusion, but it's natural fusion.
It's indigenous fusion. It's a fusion that started 500 years ago. So now it's evolved so much, Tony, that it's become a heritage on its own, a cuisine on its own, you know? There's nothing, I think, that is like this anywhere in the world. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, that's duck. Yeah, that's duck.
Braised duck, is what
Yeah.
Itak sio, duck braised with tamarind and coriander. And the famous ladyfingers, or sambar bandir, okra sautéed with sambal.
Who's cooking now? Has that changed?
It has changed. You know, everybody wants to go up the ladder very, very quickly, and they want to do it in a way where they don't want to put too much effort in it, right? Where is the prestige in a Peranakan restaurant? You work in the kitchen 12, 14, 15 hours a day, you know, and most of them don't want to do that. So what happens is that they want to work in a French restaurant, they want to work in an Italian restaurant. Why? Because they get more money.
Okay.
Okay?
I think it's a tactical mistake because I just flew halfway around the world to Singapore. And I sure as shit am not eating French food when I'm here.
No, you're right.
And you know what?
You should.
I'm not going to eat Japanese
No,
food.
you shouldn't. So you talk about Peranakan cuisine, right? And are there people that cook it today? I can tell you out of 100 Peranakans, maybe 1.
Whoa.
Maybe 1.
So you're saying that basically you're talking about the dinosaurs.
Yeah. This no longer exists on me. It's gone.
One of the things I admire about Singaporean food culture is that people are very passionate about food. They value a fancy French or Italian meal as much as they enjoy a really good chicken rice.
Right.
They're just not willing to pay for it.
Exactly. You know, that's the public that we have to educate. And it doesn't make sense, Tony, because we're a first world country. You know, how can food be so cheap? How long more is this gonna last? That we pay $3 for chicken rice? It's insane.
I have the solution. It's an ugly solution. It's a terrible solution, but it will probably be the only salvation. It's the hipster solution. It's hipsters will save the day.
No, you're right.
It takes people to stand up and say, look, I don't care whether his is $4. Mine is $12, motherfucker. It's $12, and it's worth it.
But to go and work in a restaurant, 16 hours a day, 7 days a week, that needs someone who's not passionate, but a little bit mad.
Yeah, you're telling me.
A little bit mad.
Cheers to that.
we'll just let you know what we are doing. This one of dish, right, is my dad's recipe, Hakka recipe. So it's pig trotters with black vinegar. Yes. And this is my mom's recipe, Hainan mixed vegetable.
Meet the Lius, Choi, Ko Liang, daughter Geraldine, and sons Paul and Wayne. The family behind long-running, much-loved eating house, Keng Eng Ki Seafood, in the Alexandria Village neighborhood.
And your parents met in the restaurant business.
Yes. We only knew about this story when we get older and the media start to interview them. Say, oh, that's how they know each other. We are typical Chinese. They never talk about how they met. Yeah.
In the beginning, when they're working at your mother's parents' restaurant, and then in the beginning of their eating house, how many hours a day did they work? And how many days a week? How many days vacation?
2个礼拜就是一天哦。
2个礼拜时间，那一天做几个小时？
一天差不多12小时吧。
大概12
小时。12小时。
12 hours per day, and then he gets 1 day off every 2 weeks.
That's hard.
The sauce must work with the rice will be perfect.
Thank you. Oh, it's fantastic. Wow, that's good.
Choi has been making this dish for decades. Pig's feet cooked slowly in black vinegar, ginger, dried chilies, and assam. Chap chai is a Hainanese family favorite. Cabbage and glass noodles stir-fried with bean curd, black mushrooms, pig skin, and shrimp.
Now, I've been speaking to a lot of people who talk about how Singapore loves its hawker culture, it loves its food, but the general story is the first generation starts a hawker stall, they get successful, they send the kids to school, and they tell them, I did not work hard, so you could go into restaurant business.
My dad and mom say the same thing, like, don't come into business.
Get a 9 to 5 job. Stay in the air conditioning room.
Many of the people I speak to are very sad that these original recipes and preparations are disappearing. You know, other than this wonderful family, who do your parents think will keep these traditions alive?
My mom was saying, like, now that the government encourage a lot of young people to preserve our traditions and all, so I think she believe and hope that 10 years down the road, maybe more people like us or younger generation will go and take over the business.
Right now, Win's eldest daughter is 14. Yeah, we are making sure she help out in the shop on weekends. So to let her understand, it's not easy to earn like.
But would you like your child to stay in the restaurant business?
Yeah, so if they're really interested in this industry, why not? I will just, yeah.
You say yeah?
Yeah, yes.
This is so good, by the way. It's delicious food. Mm. Now, Singapore is a rich country. A lot of rich people live here. Why can't you charge as much money for this traditional food as the French charge for French food? What do you think? Why won't Singaporeans pay?
Actually, just a couple of months ago, we go through some of our old photos. And there's one photo that is like almost 20 years ago. There's a price list. They're selling their fried rice at $3 a pack. Right now, we are selling $4. So
20 years later.
$1 more.
Why?
I think it's
Singaporeans love food.
I think there's like a bond between us and the customer, so he doesn't want to increase the price.
You know your
There is-
customers.
yeah.
You have a lot of regulars.
Yeah. Yes. A lot of them is like, they've seen us growing up, the three of us, and we see their kids growing up.
Yeah.
So I think there's a different kind of bond between us and the customers.
I just hope this doesn't disappear because it's, of course, always going to be the good stuff. It's important. A little more, maybe a little more.
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namaha Om Dhanvantraye Namaha Om Murdagala Sagasthaya Namaha.
As Singapore is a multinational society. We got Chinese, Malay, Indian, other races in Singapore.
It seems to work.
It works, yes.
One last trip straight back to where it all started for me. A simple, good thing. In this case, one of my favorite things.
Here it is, the mighty char kway teow. Ordinarily, this is a breakfast. I eat it every time I'm in Singapore. It's just about the unhealthiest breakfast you can have. I mean, it's literally like lard, crispy lard bits, healthy cockles, shrimp paste, and a whole lot of noodles. And it's like legendarily fattening, originally created for to feed laborers. So, it ain't pretty. Not the healthiest of breakfast, but delicious. Mm. You're looking to fit into that silver lame Speedo, this would not be option one. Oh, man. Problem is, you eat this surrounded by all these sort of wonders of Asia in the food court here, and after this, you're kind of done. I don't know how anybody works after this, frankly. Once in a while, you hit a little piece of crispy pork fat. Well, my work is done here today. Why?
In Singapore,
yeah,
everything is perfect here. This is one of the safest countries in the world. We are gifted to be in Singapore. It shows a good example to the world.
In September 2017, Hurricane Maria devastated the American island of Puerto Rico. At the time of this writing, 12 days after the hurricane, almost 95% of the island's residents are still without power, and close to half don't have clean water. Just months prior, we shot an episode there hoping to capture the staggering economic crisis the Puerto Ricans were already dealing with. So now we have to ask ourselves, can the island ever rebuild? And what is our responsibility as Americans in making that a reality?
I took a walk through this beautiful world. Felt the cool rain on my shoulder. Found something good in this beautiful world. I felt the rain getting colder.
It's the American dream, right? What so many of us work for, sell our labor, or pieces of our souls for. An island in the sun. Preferably one where they speak English and the dollar is accepted everywhere. Puerto Rico, it's America, right? It's ours, and we've held on to it fiercely at times since 1898, after taking it by force during the Spanish-American War.
I want to take you to one of the worst performing economies in the developed world.
$73 billion in debt.
The employment rate is only 35%.
Highest sales tax of any United States jurisdiction, 11.5%.
45% live in poverty.
Biggest municipal bankruptcy in U.S. history.
Over the last 10 years, more than 5% of the population has fled.
But what's it like for Puerto Ricans? For the people who live here, whose families have lived here for generations? Many have left for an easier life in the States. More keep leaving, but not all.
What do you write about most of the time? What do you cover?
Right now, I'm covering a lot of politics.
Journalist Hermes Ayala is one of those diehards who's sticking it out.
The more I've done investigative and political journalism in Puerto Rico, the more I feel a responsibility to stay here and help out my nation. So this is Santurce.
Somebody called it on the way over the art district?
This is sort of an art district, but this was a barrio that was founded by freed black slaves, right? Going through tons of transformations, like every working class neighborhood. Some people think that Puerto Rico takes advantage of the States, but it's a two-way street.
Right.
You know? Like this. This is my friend Laura right here.
Hey, Laura.
Hi.
How are you? Johnny.
Like everyone here, Hermes and fellow journalist Laura Moscoso are trying to make sense of a situation that seems Kafkaesque at best.
So, dumb question. What is Puerto Rico? It's not a state. It's kind of like a colony, but it's not.
It's not kind, it is.
It is a colony. It's an unincorporated territory.
Unincorporated territory.
Yeah.
So, what's that?
What is that?
So we're still trying to figure out sometimes,
What do you say the majority of Puerto Ricans consider themselves Americans, or do they consider themselves Puerto Ricans, or both?
I think that they consider themselves Puerto Ricans with the privilege of having the United States citizenship.
Yeah, but it's kind of a half-assed citizenship. You can't vote for president.
Nor Congress.
Or Congress.
Anything.
You don't really have much voice in your own destiny.
Exactly. You can only go to war. That's the only thing that you can do with right.
Right. But Puerto Rico owes, what, $75 billion right now?
72, yeah.
72. I don't see statehood, I don't see the Congress or Senate ever
Me neither.
taking on a $72 billion debt
Exactly.
load, especially for a lot of people who speak Spanish.
Exactly.
What's the way out of this?
Oh, my God.
What about tourism?
It's an industry of services to service
Exactly.
the wealthy. And then at the same time, you take 450 million out of the university, for example. So you're going to have less educated people willing to do any type of work
To survive. Yeah. You are not really producing an economy that a person can survive on, This is a country where people live, where we do things, and we have culture and literature and music and produce intellectual important work. They are selling us as only a good resort to have a piña colada in the beach, and that's it.
Piña coladas.
We actually invented piña colada, so I'm
I've been to that.
I shouldn't be talking about piña colada.
Even though we're like getting fucked over by
vultures.
Yeah, a lot of vultures. The people of Puerto Rico are good people, and I think that we're gonna get past this.
The situation here is truly grave. So How exactly did Puerto Rico find itself so deeply and seemingly irrevocably screwed? In the early 70s, things were looking pretty good for Puerto Rico. A tax incentive was introduced which helped lure dozens of major companies to the island, employing significant numbers of people. But when that incentive expired in 2006, concurrent with a major recession in the States, those companies packed up and left. Thousands of Puerto Ricans followed, looking for jobs that no longer existed on the island. The tax base shrunk drastically, creating a dire need for cash to shore up basic needs and services. So along came the municipal bond, a big, fat IOU that appeared to be salvation for a near-broke government. They're sexy for investors, triple exempt from taxes, and bond owners buying Puerto Rican debt would have to be paid back before anyone. That's anyone. Hedge funds, or vulture funds as they are often referred to in these cases, had profited from similarly desperate situations in Greece, Argentina, and Detroit. As the situation worsened for Puerto Rico, you could buy up more and more bonds for pennies on the dollar. This was a fire sale too sweet to pass up. And the resulting insurmountable debt? It means drastic austerity measures determined by an unelected board who have near absolute power to raise taxes, empty teachers' pension plans, close down schools, hospitals, basically squeeze every dollar out of Puerto Rico to pay back the funds. Every Puerto Rican is being made to feel the pain.
I mean, I know schools are closing, yes?
Last year, 240 schools closed.
Last
in
year
the last
alone.
2 years. This year, there's a list of 300 schools that are in risk of shutting down.
Born in Puerto Rico?
I was born in Chicago, Illinois.
In Chicago.
My family came back mostly because our family was here. Puerto Ricans want the family to stick together. If you can live close to each other, the better. I decided to stay because I wanted my kids to grow up here.
Better times.
Better times, of course.
What changed?
The government took too much loans and couldn't pay them back. So they kept putting taxes on the people, the working class people like me, and we cannot pay them.
Like many professionals here, Liza Fournier Cordova would likely have an easier time of it in the States, but she chooses to stay.
With the crisis here in Puerto Rico, mostly I think about my kids, where they have the options to stay here and work and have a family.
Okay, so where are we?
We are at Casa Vieja in Ciales. This is a typical 1960-50 grandmother's house.
And the food is grandma food?
It is grandma food, actually. Those are corn fritters with ham, typical Sunday after a Saturday party.
Hangover food. Delicious.
Thank you. So this is like a plantain soup.
Oh, that's good.
The specialty here is pastel al caldero, pork marinated in bitter orange, taro root, green plantains, squash, and garbanzo beans, slow cooked. And morcilla, blood sausage. One of my favorite things.
It's good.
It's fantastic. Teachers here are being asked to pay into a pension system that has been described as a Ponzi scheme. You pay 10% of your income into your pension plan out of every paycheck. The money you're paying in now is being used to pay
The ones that are retired right
the ones
now.
who are retiring right now. In a pyramid scheme, the top of the pyramid. But by the time it gets down to you, who've been paying in for your entire life.
There's no money left. I worry about my future. I don't know what I'm gonna live off. I have 2 jobs in order to pay my bills, have my car, have my house, pay for my kids' education.
Right.
There's no way with one job as a teacher I can do that.
So how do you continue?
I know I could get paid triple in the States, but I don't want to give up on my country. My kids see how their parents struggle. Things can change if only one stands up and decides, I'm gonna do this. But we have to empower those children. We have to make them believe they can change, that there's a better life for them. And I'm getting emotional because sometimes I feel that I failed. I cannot save all of them, that's the truth, but I can save a lot, and that's my job. So that's what I'm going to do. I have hope, I have faith. I'm taking a jump of faith.
Perdona nuestras ofensas, como también nosotros perdonamos a los que nos ofenden.
It's Semana Santa, Holy Week before Easter. Clearly not a casual affair here. This is a predominantly Catholic country still. Pounded in deep after 400 years as part of the Spanish Empire.
Today, the flag of the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico waves proudly beside Old Glory. American citizens all, Puerto Rico has come into its own, a real democracy.
More than 100 years under the wing of the U.S. has left Puerto Rico without any real economic engine beyond tourism. The old industries are no longer wanted, needed, or are no longer economically viable. Agriculture, manufacturing, trade have all shrunk drastically, and the island is dependent on U.S. exports for just about everything.
So where are we?
We are in Loíza. After the liberation of the slave in the island, this is where all the Africans and the slaves get together and establish themselves.
Despite, or maybe because of the economic turmoil, Pedro Alvarez Cortez saw an opportunity to make something.
We keep working the formula until my grandmother say, whoa, this is very good, give me more. Using the tradition as a weapon, that's what makes us successful.
At a local beach in Loíza, about 45 minutes outside San Juan, a crab shack that's one of his favorites.
Oh my God, look at that.
Outstanding.
Excellent.
What do we got here, land crab?
Land crab, yeah.
And
this is a coconut arepa.
what do you think? Just bang the...
Yeah, just knock it and open like a lobster. There you go, you see?
Oh, there we go.
They're very sweet, the meat. They just leave it for a few weeks in the cage.
Yeah.
Feed it with grains to take away the flavor of the mangrove.
Why did you think sausage?
I had the experience as a chef in Puerto Rico. I knew the necessity
right.
that was in the restaurant for good quality sausages. So I put my little kitchen to make the experiment, and I worked toward that.
Where were they getting their sausage before you?
Yeah, from the mountains.
From the mountains. Oh, under the table.
Yeah, but under the table. They were not inspected by the USDA.
Can you use entirely Puerto Rican products?
I'm in the process. I use the pork shoulder, and there is nobody in Puerto Rico that produces that.
Now, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, the Spanish generally brought pigs with them.
Yeah.
You can certainly raise pigs here, no problem. There's the land for it. Why is no one raising pigs in Puerto Rico?
90% of the pork meat in Puerto Rico
right.
is come from the state.
Right.
Prices it's very hard to compete, but that is changing. We still have the resources and the talent. That is the most powerful tool that we got, the talent that, you know, to see an opportunity and working forward to that. We have a great generation of young agricultors that instead to going from the countryside to the city to work in a bank or some big companies, then going back to the countryside, you know? They don't need nobody to tell, hey, you can do it. They just make the click.
So there's hope.
Yeah, humbly, I can say me and my family are an example of what you can do with the tools you got.
Well said, man.
Yeah.
These are delicious.
You can squeeze
Yeah.
a palito like
No,
that.
yeah, believe me. That used to be my job. I used to have to squeeze all the lobster legs with a rolling pin. Oh.
Puerto Rico is still inarguably rich in one thing: natural splendor. Beautiful views, unspoiled coastline. But that too is in peril.
My name is Pocho. I'm born and raised in Aguadilla. This space is so special to me personally because, yes, I'm a surfer and I've been surfing all my life. I want my son to be able to keep coming here so open, so free of all of these pollutions, all this mayhem.
Pocho and his fellow activists have occupied Playuela, trying to serve as human shields against the encroachment of a planned development that would transform this place into a massive resort, named appropriately or inappropriately enough after Christopher Columbus.
This is a resistant camp.
Just a hypothetical question. If the beach is public, what's the problem?
The project. It's not a building. It's a mega project. It's a 5-star hotel, 120 villas, a mini mall, the biggest casino in the Caribbean. That's how they sell it. And 2 parking lots 4 stories high. We're talking like poof, 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 you know? It's not sustainable.
If they roll in the bulldozers right now with a whole bunch of police, what do you do?
Civil disobedience. We go stop in front of the machines. We're giving time for the lawyers to do their case in the court and whatnot and whatnot.
Oh, you got some lawyers here?
Yeah, I got all the lawyers.
Lawyers go to the beach?
Yes, man. Hey.
The chef is making sancocho, a stew of beef, veal, and sausages. And there's some fresh-caught grouper and red snapper.
There aren't many places left like this.
Exactly.
That's the point. That's worth something.
Preserve, yeah, exactly.
The tourism business in the Caribbean is going through a lot of changes. In the short term, developers and construction get paid a lot of money for pouring concrete. But everybody's going to be going to Cuba in a few years. Let's put it that. Why? Because it's unspoiled. They haven't fucked it up yet.
So that's why we have to start talking the same language. You said it, profit. They talk profit, right? Let's show them that there is profit in nature unspoiled. That reef back there provides us with millions of dollars worth of services: fish, tourism, protection from hurricanes annually. That produces a service to us as a community. So if you all of a sudden destroy this, you start losing money.
Could you conceivably settle for a revised project? Meaning, okay, no casino, no giant hotel, an eco-lodge for super rich people.
In Nicaragua, they have a lot of these things that are developed around communities.
Costa Rica, you know, and places like that, you know, the government is conscious about the environment and the amount of money that that environment and the ecosystem brings to the economy.
Do you have any faith in your government at all? No.
We are a colony. We are an island surrounded by water, and we don't produce almost like 90% of the things we consume, which makes us needy. It makes us a third world country. Third world country which belongs to the most powerful nation. There's a lot of motivation in the people of Puerto Rico right now. It's not about independence or not. It's about what is right, what the people needs.
It's coming out of the comfort zone and realizing that if you don't do anything right now, we're just gonna get run over.
All the Puerto Ricans who want to quit, they can leave. Yo no me quito. I won't quit.
Del patio celestial llamaron a Caridad porque se formó la bomba y no tenían con quién bailar. Del patio celestial.
Puerto Rico is, of course, easy to love. I sure do. Firstly, because Puerto Rican culture as a New Yorker since age 17 was part of the cell tissue of the city I've lived in so long. There are many layers to the culture here. First, of course, were the Taíno, the indigenous peoples of the islands. Then the Spanish, followed by African slaves. This tradition probably goes all the way back. Look at that. As old school and as awesome as it gets. A timeless classic. Something that's been good forever.
The baby's in the house.
Pretty.
Beautiful, huh?
A great idea that will never be anything less than great. Put a pig on a stick and turn him slowly, slowly over a low fire.
Un cuadrito cuando pueda. You want some of the skin?
Oh, hell yeah.
Cheers on that.
25 minutes up into the hills from San Juan, an institution that celebrates pork. The whole damn pig, in ways that can only be described as spiritual.
This is a Puerto Rican samurai.
Is incredible.
Lechonera El Rancho de Apa is one of many such places, but this one is special. Apa Ramos has for nearly 50 years of his life been perfecting the art of the perfect, slow-roasted suckling pig. He starts work at 4 a.m. It takes 6 hours on the slowly turning spit to get it right.
Good knowledge. Rotation, fire, time, mastering the heat because there's no thermometer or anything. And you can see it, like it's really crispy, but still really, really juicy.
It's incredible. Well, what's that? That looks good.
That's got stew.
Right.
I use all the inner parts. It's one of my favorite.
Apa's sister, Rosa Maria, begins her day making gandinga, a traditional stew made from pig's heart, liver, and kidneys.
That's really nice.
Now, how's business as the economy has been tough? Do lechoneras feel it, or people are always going to buy that?
Everybody has felt that. Lechoneras, restaurants, food trucks, everybody. But whole hog is like more a family gathering. This is something so classic. I think that they're the least that they're gonna feel it.
Chef Javier Pacheco favors Puerto Rican dishes and ingredients that have been largely forgotten.
When you go to another place and they tell you, yeah, I went to McDonald's when I went to Puerto Rico. That sucks, I hate that. Because we have a lot of really good stuff here. And it's our job to keep it alive and show it to the world. And say, hey, we are more than a fast food. We gotta go back to farming.
Because you don't want to be buying everything from
We shouldn't, of course. My restaurant, I started 6 years ago with just 2 farmers. Now we have more than 15, 16 farmers. It's like a chain. You go to many farmers and you ask them like, this type of root vegetable. And they don't have it because people stop buying the local root vegetable because the imported one is a whole lot cheaper. And that's all they have in their mind. But if you go to a farmer and you tell the farmer, I'm gonna buy your product, the farmer is gonna start having the product.
Paying more is a hard argument to make when people are struggling.
But if we don't change our mind, Tony, I don't know what's gonna happen with the island.
Do people listen if you say, look, it's not particularly patriotic. You're not helping your country by eating McDonald's or shopping at Walmart?
Yes.
Yeah?
But like I tell you, Tony, we have a lot of different types of Puerto Ricans. We have this Puerto Rican that, yes, I love my island, but They don't think more ahead. They simply think, I'm happy with what I have. That other type of Puerto Rican, they know that it's gonna be hard, but they wanna grow, wanna keep running, wanna stay here, wanna develop what they have in the island.
This is a good argument for it, man. This is incredible.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd eat this all day.
In the life doesn't suck department, this is way up there. A means of conveyance I find quite comfortable. Barefoot and a bit drunk, pleasantly burned by the sun, lunch approaches.
If you need any prep done, any knife work, just let me know.
Gotta put some avocado on that.
Gotta have it.
Yeah. First time using a knife?
It's been a while.
You got talent.
Yeah, if this TV thing falls through, I can always work at Denny's. Man, looking great.
All these dishes are traditional Holy Friday food. This one is salted cod, marinated on coconut milk, and then we seared it with some root vegetables and boiled eggs from our farmers. Here we have the
escabeche.
The escabeche, yeah.
So like fried fish, marinated or
It's
pickled.
fried local mackerel, and then I roast all the vegetables and cure it for at least a week.
Oh, the saltfish is good.
Yeah.
The coconut milk really takes that salty.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, who made that avocado salad? It's awesome.
No, the chef is awesome. Yeah.
I don't know.
Vieques is officially within the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico, the main island a mere 8 miles away. It is phenomenally peaceful here, but it hasn't always been that way. For over 60 years, the island was used as a bombing range for the U.S. Navy and for training exercises. The soil is rich with depleted uranium, Agent Orange, and the kind of good stuff left over after 60 years of explosives raining down on it. Many see a clear connection between that recent history and a cancer rate that is 30% higher than the rest of Puerto Rico. While the Navy works to clean up what it left, Vieques tries to deal with the financial crisis in its own ways. Chef Erica Boulon grew up here and has raised her family here. She invited me to a meal at her home. Joining us are her mother and son, Carlitos, her 2 nieces, and her best friend, Elda.
Now, where was the bombing range?
Pretty close here. 2 miles after this?
Maybe less.
Yeah.
This was part of the Navy land.
When did the Navy stop using Vieques as a bombing range?
2003.
2003. Well, that's not that long ago.
Yep.
So you be eating lunch and you hear boom, boom.
Basically.
So, yes. Yeah, sometimes.
And still, they detonate bombs.
This is leftover ordnance.
Yeah. This is like the cleanup process. They gather the unexploded munitions and then they detonate them all together.
And the house moved with the bombing. It's like middle of the war.
And I'm sorry, you've lived here for how long?
All my life.
Me too. All my life in Vieques.
I've been drinking a fair amount of this lately. This one is flavored with...
Acerola.
Acerola. All right, who's joining me? Yeah. Adults only. Salud.
Salud.
Good.
It's good.
I'm not driving after this.
Lobsters with mashed yaltilla and yuca from the garden, conch salad, and coconut arepa.
It's really beautiful here. This is not San Juan. This is much more lush. And
Lights, no fast food.
born and raised in paradise.
Beautiful beaches, awesome sunset.
The whole world wants what you have already. How's the economy here?
Como si se quiebra.
Bankruptcy. We are like the colony of a colony. Basically, the biggest employer is the municipal government.
Wait a minute. The number one
Is the-
employer on Vieques is the government.
Yes, the municipal government.
The local government.
Yeah. We also have this dynamic that people that study and make a profession, 10% come back, and that's a high number. There's no jobs for them. So our population is getting older, and it's formed by retired people.
Right. Where they're going?
Main Island or United States.
What's the plan when you guys grow up? What do you want to do?
I want to be a chef.
A chef? Good for you. It's hard. Your dream restaurant, where would it be?
The Main Island. You see?
So, in 20 years,
That's scary.
who's going to live?
Not our kids,
Who will own Vieques? I mean, who will be in charge?
not locals, not people that studied here.
The land is too expensive for the local people.
So this will be vacation homes for wealthy people from other countries.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Who will save Puerto Rico? Who will save Vieques? It ain't going to be Big Daddy America.
It's ourselves.
How?
How? I don't know. I don't know how.
Life on Vieques offers the kind of freedom, the kind of beautiful views that have largely disappeared in the developed world. But life can be difficult. There is little agriculture or economy to sustain the people who live here. At one of the highest spots in Vieques, the sea visible in the distance, is Finca Conciencia, a small but sustainable farm founded by Jorge Corapena, intent on providing locals and area restaurants with fruits, vegetables, honey, and medicinal herbs.
My name is Anelisa Perez Quintero. I live and work in La Finca Conciencia. We run a productive and educational agroecological project. We farm. We have the land and the resources to produce food that is economically viable, that is self-sustaining, without a lot of investment. It's liberating.
Jorge cooks lunch.
Plátanos de Monte Carmelo.
Mero, or grouper, stuffed with lobster and white eggplant. Wrapped in banana leaves and grilled over mesquite. Mango is mashed plantains with sofrito.
All right. That looks good. And what's this here?
And that's pitorro.
Oh, I know what that is. I'll have a shot.
Actually, we call it lágrima de monte, like teardrop of the mountain.
Will I be crying afterwards?
Maybe. It's very intense.
Salud.
Salud.
How long have you had this farm? How long have you been doing this?
Jorge started the farm around 10 years now, but the farm was originally part of the area that the Navy took.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's part of the rescues that happened throughout the 80s, 90s.
Farming is difficult work.
Yeah.
So why?
My mom would ask the same question. She was like, what are you doing? Are you quitting your job that in Puerto Rico it's really hard to find a good job? But I think that farming is the most practical thing that we can do in the midst of a crisis.
That is something that is going to create work, it's going to help the economy.
It's a blunt question, but can you make money farming?
In Puerto Rico, it's still a challenge because obviously we get a lot of food that's super subsidized from the U.S. But then people who are our neighbors are like, I'll pay more. Like, how much is it worth? You know, people really value their work when they see that we're working.
It's part of my
for it.
statement. It's part of educating people. Since our generation, that supermarkets, hypermarkets.
We were consciously stripped away from farming. People were forced out of the country
to be able to work in all of these maquiladoras and everything. Kids here were completely disconnected from, and my generation, from where things grow. Like, we do an exercise with local schools, and kids here draw a plantain growing like a lettuce.
I mean, the last thing in the world the States wants is for Puerto Rico to become sustainable, because that means you're going to buy less stuff, less snacks, less Pepsi, less American products. We don't like that.
If we don't have our own food supply, we can't even think about really being able to govern ourselves. Really, if we can feed ourselves, we can free ourselves.
Bueno, uno ciertamente el propio mensaje es uno.
He says that the message in itself is you, no? Like, to start with you, to teach by doing, by the work, no?
Hi.
My friends. Hi. Nice to meet you. Hi.
Hello. What's up, beer? Yeah, sure. It's so beautiful here. Thanks for having me.
Tito Alver is a beloved singer-songwriter. Cristina Rivera Miro is his fiancée. He lives on the outskirts of Vega Alta, where he grew up.
I've been playing for 20 years now. I write very specific songs about my town, my country. I'm not trying to sell any dreams, but I tell everybody that we have it inside of us to make it to the other side. You want to come inside and meet the chefs if you want to? I mean...
In the kitchen, they're putting together quite the feast.
How are you, man?
My bass player and chef.
I've got someone in the band who can cook.
I know, right? On the road, it's not so bad.
Essential.
Salud. Mollejas con guinetos, sauteed chicken gizzards and green bananas.
Wow, that's good.
Claro que no.
Codfish fritters. Carne guisada, a beef stew cooking since morning. Traditional mofongo.
This is like a blue-collar food, you know, and these guys do a nice twist to it.
And you make a living as a working musician?
I do.
Just on the island?
But I'm lucky. I'm not one of the few ones. You can play around the island, but it's really hard to get heard. Everything comes from the outside. The radio stations don't support local music.
Do you have any faith in your political leadership?
No.
No. Every time I ask this question, nobody pauses.
We don't
no,
think about
no.
it. No hesitation.
Zero.
No.
You know what, Tony? What happened with us is that you don't know where the blame is. You don't know if you want to blame Washington for this. You know, you have to blame our leaders for that.
Why would a bank front $70+ billion into an economy that had been in decline for quite some time? Did they ever really have any reasonable expectation of getting their money back? Or was this a cheap way of buying a country?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. We need money, so develop whatever.
We're giving it all away.
It feels like they're selling out the country and they're pushing us out. That's what it feels like.
What about move on and, I'm going to Florida?
I still want to live here. I still want to have that view. I still want to breathe this air.
We should get the chance to just be ourselves, you know. I'd rather have us dealing with it than being in no control at all of anything like we are right now.
We need to change the way we think. We have been taught that we can't do it.
We are preconditioned to think that we need the support of the U.S. If we decide to be an independent country, we have to go through a process of being on our own, and we have never done that. We have to start from scratch. We don't have agriculture. We don't have any economic production, anything.
It's gonna be tough, and I hope that we can fight for ourselves, to inspire people, to give them strength, to resist. Obviously, music is good for that. Salimos de aquí, de la orilla del camino.
Salimos de aquí, de un paraíso perdido. Salimos de madrugada, de una cuna reciclada, recitando oraciones que aprendimos sin opciones. Y hoy regresan en canciones, en saludos y discusiones, y en las miradas de tu cara, en la forma en que te paras. Y hoy toda la brisa sabe a mi Puerto Rico.
1, 2, 3, ya.
Salimos de aquí, eso no es de donde quiera. Salimos de aquí, te lo digo sin problemas. Salimos de aquí, salimos de aquí, salimos de aquí, salimos de aquí.
Prosperity is productivity, not just hard work. You can be very hardworking and still be broke if you are not productive. Your life condition today is an outcome of choices and decisions made in time past. Good choices, bad choices, easier choices, or no choices at all.
I took a walk through this beautiful world. Felt the cool rain on my shoulder. Found something good in this beautiful world. I felt the rain getting colder. Sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la.
Lagos, Nigeria's megacity. One of the most dynamic, unrestrained, and energetic expressions of free market capitalism and do-it-yourself entrepreneurship on the planet.
When you have a place of 20 million people, they have to eat, they have to wear clothes, they have to do all sorts of things. I mean, Lagos is a testimony to the resilience and to the ingenuity of the Nigerian spirit.
Buy, sell, trade, hustle, and claw. Make your own way, any way you can.
Nobody does any one job in this country.
They say you have to have 3 hustles.
Yes. You see people making watches from scraps. There are people who make shoes. I'm wearing something that's made by a Nigerian. I provide my own water. I provide my own power because I have a generator, I have an inverter. There's an energy in Lagos, the hustle and the bustle.
Nigeria, it's your boy MC for this one.
With a ridiculously overburdened infrastructure and a history of egregiously bent leadership, they long ago learned that ain't nobody gonna help you in this war. Pick up a broom, a hammer, buy a taxi or a truck, build a bank or $1 billion company, and get to work.
I will push myself, I will do what I need to do, I'll do whatever it takes to take care of myself and my family.
We don't know our future's just right.
on Victoria Island right now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so this is the promised land.
This is Manhattan.
Victoria Island, the Garden of Dreams, where the winners work and play. There's money in Nigeria, lots of it, mostly from oil, agriculture, and services like banking. Lagos alone is the 5th largest economy in Africa. 9,000 millionaires and billionaires, many of Africa's richest people, live here.
50 years ago, there were 300,000 people in Lagos. There are now
almost 20 million.
Around 20 million.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of people leaving wherever they were,
Yep.
coming to the big city, looking to get a job, looking to make it big.
Absolutely.
The smartest, the fastest, the best, the brightest, make it over here.
Yep. It's that place. It'll make you or it'll break you, sink or swim.
Sheena Peller owns Quillox, one of Africa's most exclusive nightclubs.
I built the nightclub by myself, my construction company.
Banky Wellington is an artist and businessman.
I'm a record label owner, I'm an actor, I'm a director, I do videos and TV commercials, I'm in advertising, I'm in real estate. I'm training to be a chef.
Why work so hard? I mean, you don't have to hustle. Life is good, business is good. Why are you doing so many things?
That is just something that is common in Nigeria, you know.
There's the eternal Nigerian optimism that tomorrow is going to be better
Where
than
does that
today.
come from? Why are Nigerians so optimistic?
I think that it's born out of necessity. You know, you're either going to make it or you're going to be screwed. You almost don't have a choice. You need to be trying everything possible. I must make it. I must be successful.
Right over there, Victoria Island, that's the Nigerian dream, right? If I just hustle enough, if I figure out a way, I have a master plan, God's help, I'm gonna end up over there. It's close. It's really close. How do you get from here to there?
It's impossible. The government and the people in power made poor people perpetually poor.
This is the other Lagos, Makoko, a city within a city.
This community has been in existence for over 100 years.
This used to be a little fishing village.
Yeah. Yes.
People started showing up, no plan, build your own house.
It's a community that has been built, not based on government plan. It is an ingenuity of the people.
How many people live here?
The whole waterways.
The whole waterway.
The whole waterways will be about 100,000 people.
Ọkàn tó kú ojú ọgbọ̀n ẹ̀rín ẹ bá délé mi o. Ẹ kí bàbá mi fún mi ẹ bá délé mi o. Ẹ kí yeye mi fún mi ẹ bá délé mi o. Ẹ bá mi kọ́ ọmọ ọlọ́kọ̀ ní ilé ìṣẹ́rí.
It's a fully functioning community. I've seen barbershops, restaurants, groceries, hotels,
hospital, private schools.
Self-made, self-run, self-policing, independent of everything. It exists because it has to.
I mean, there's electricity, there's the water, all of this you provide, yes?
Yes, we provide.
Edauto Agbeniji is a musician and activist.
This community started from nothing Now it's booming, and the government is coming to seize it.
They want to get you out, right?
Yes.
They like to build hotels.
Yes.
Yami Mesu, the son of a neighborhood leader.
But they've been forced to stop.
No, it's not. They're not stopping. We've been able to halt them. 2-3 weeks ago, there was another community on the other side of Lagos. On the island. Was also demolished.
They just come and demolish.
The people living here, their source of livelihood depends on fishing. They are fisher people. So if you take them to the mainland, it's like taking the fish out of water.
Out of water. You can't survive. You can't survive. You can't survive.
What do we got here?
Okay, this is called moyo.
Moyo.
We eat it with this cassava flake.
Mm-hmm.
We call it eba.
All right.
And here we call it gali.
That looks good. Good. Delicious. All the children I see.
Yeah.
Going to school. What will they do? Will they stay here and take up the family business, or are they going to move on?
Well, some will grow up to become accountants. They'll become professionals. But what would a lawyer do? What would an accountant do when there is no food? Most of the fishes that have been sold to the rich men in government were actually taken from this village.
Right.
We need people that do fishing, do farming.
But you're going to need lawyers.
Definitely.
You're going to need.
Everybody needs everybody.
To do well in business, don't just be religious, be hardworking and be full of ideas. You need all these to birth a real miracle.
The Computer Village.
Yes, this is Computer Village. It's your tech hub. They sell everything here. Mobile phones, computers, any kind of digital equipment you're looking for, this is where to find it. It's said to be a $2 billion market.
Public money is generated in Lagos not so much by oil, but by the free market, a Wild West free-for-all of private enterprise.
It grew organically, not by government intervention.
It just happened.
It just happened. Everything is cramped into this small ecosystem. You have one small store, somebody selling mobile phones right in it, and in front of him you have another guy who's selling applications for the phones, a repair guy, he's right there, and it works. That's the amazing thing about it.
Tunji Andrews is a journalist, radio host, and an expert on the Nigerian economy.
The guys who fascinate me are these kids sitting there with phones all opened up. Like, if I want my iPhone repaired in New York, I have to go to the Apple store, I gotta wait online, I gotta say goodbye to my phone for a while. But here, they know how to take apart my iPhone, fix it, and put it back together.
This is how the Computer Village ecosystem works, right? A young boy trying to make a better life for himself finds his way to Lagos, and one of his brothers, his uncles, is working here, and then he starts to learn how to repair mobile phones, right?
Right.
And sometimes I tend to think they do it with trial and error. So your phone might be just a practice.
Right.
Yeah.
But they get there eventually.
They get there eventually. And that's the success story of almost all the people you see here. Most of them came into this particular market with nothing. Okay, this is Stella's kitchen.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna get some food.
Exactly.
Pounded yam is the ubiquitous starch of Nigerian cuisine. Here served with egusi soup, a stew of goat meat, melon seeds, fish stock, and chilies.
This is very, very good. So I've heard this market described as the perfect market. Now, what does that mean?
Right here, you can find on the same street about 20 people doing exactly the same thing. So you go to the first guy and you say, hey, I want to repair my phone. He says, okay, I can do it for you at 5,000 naira. Now, all you have to do is look across the road and find somebody who can do exactly the same thing. And he knows that, right? So he starts to think to himself, I better give him the best price I can possibly give him so that I can get his market.
Completely unregulated as far as prices.
Completely unregulated.
So it's really the free market at its purest.
Exactly. Lagos has been able to grow and expand its borders, and that comes from the sweat of people on the street.
Right.
Once government interferes in private activity, more often than not, they make it more complex, and they move it towards extinction.
Coconut. That's coconut.
A lot of people are outside the tax net, so the state government has to be very ingenious in trying to get taxes.
Right.
Who really runs the streets? The de facto front line of law and order are area boys.
The government tries to get people on the street, like the foot soldiers.
An area boys crew levels street taxes on, well, everything. Reporting to their regional boss, a king of boys.
This is our boss. This is our youth leader.
Taxis, buses, any target of opportunity pays.
You don't depend on government, fine, but you're running your own business.
Right.
So you pay a bribe, because that's the only way to get things done. Every person seems to be tainted a little.
Police, politicians, business leaders, everybody gets their piece of the action. It's a daily fact of life in Lagos.
This is a big oil-rich country. Why doesn't it look like Dubai?
Well, I hate to be on this show and talk Nigeria down. You know what it is? Because you hear all these things all the time. So yes, there is corruption. It is about corruption. It's about the fact that the resources that are supposed to be used for people aren't being used for people.
Kadaria Ahmed is a progressive journalist, editor, and TV host who moderates the presidential debates.
Years of military rule meant that people were brutalized. There was a fight against thinking.
There was an anti-intellectual movement where
Absolutely.
you were punished for...
Shamed
for
Yes.
reading, for having an education, for aspiring to those
So
things.
yeah, you saw a decline in education that continued for 30 years. The biggest obstacle in this country is the political class. Because what we've had, in Nigeria is, if you lose elections, you then jump to the other party and you win elections. And then if you lose, you go back to this other party. So it's the same people. They're going to fight tooth and nail to stay in office and to keep the system the way it is.
Pepper soup is the food of the night in dark places. It burns. It burns real good.
Delicious. This is a very IT-savvy country. Nigerian internet scammers are world-renowned. No,
They're a tiny minority, I must tell you.
It may not be a legitimate enterprise, but you've got some very smart, hardworking people.
They're very talented. Imagine if they were all well-educated, if they had access to finance. I believe if you're a black person, whether you're African or you're African-American, you're never going to get any respect unless there's a successful black nation.
It is unwise to hold other people, your employer, or even the government accountable for your success.
That is the only way people are going to respect you.
You must do it yourself.
Queen Elizabeth came to Nigeria in 1959. The 33 million people of England's most prosperous African colony were ready for independence.
A friend of mine sends me a text and says, are you aware of Nigerian psych rock of the 70s?
Yeah, there was a war in the late 60s. You know, that caused a whole shift in the sound because before the war it was highlight. And after the war, it was rock and all sorts of sounds.
This is mind-blowing, like amazing stuff.
This was a game changer.
It's as if everybody took acid at the same time.
It was less the acid and more, let's just freak out.
These new sounds, mutations on funk, jazz, and rock, marked an explosive change in Nigerian culture.
How did it do when it came out?
It was wildfire. It was,
really? Was it?
It was a massive hit.
Temi Castro is a collector and aficionado.
This is really where it started from. Blow. They had a very trippy song, which I'll play for you.
Yeah, let's hear it. This is freaky.
That shift in music had to do a lot with the war.
Nigeria's rebel eastern state, the Republic of Biafra, declared its independence.
That music was needed to translate the darkness.
Soldiers of the breakaway province suffered heavy casualties and ultimate defeat. 1,000 Biafrans a day died of starvation.
The music was a defiant middle finger to war, to corruption, and repressive military rule.
You know how military dictators try and control everything.
But of all the music of the time, nothing and nobody took it directly to the people in such explicitly confrontational terms as Afrobeat and its architect, Fela Kuti.
The government were giving Fela a hard time because he was protesting by name specific things. I mean, they identified him as an existential threat, and he was. People would show up at the shrine, like, what's he going to say? What's he mad about today?
Fela was an African superstar, a loud, persistent, and unwavering voice of opposition and resistance.
People protesting, but they didn't name names. But Fela would name names and say, you know, you're the...
For one decade, Fela's voice was the only voice here, opposing the dictators. and he paid a very high price. His house was burned. He was stopped from playing.
Fela died in 1997 of AIDS after a social life that could be best described as complicated. He married 27 wives in one day, for instance, but he left behind an enormous legacy and a family, including 2 internationally celebrated musicians in their own right, Femi and Seun Kuti.
Like they jump from like water was from it was a liar. That was a liar.
Because of Fela, we are able to voice our feelings today.
If things are not right, you can't just gloss over it. There is no reason why this country cannot be 10 times better.
Daughter Yenny runs this place, the New Africa Shrine,
We have more money, we have more oil, but we have bad leaders.
both a musical venue and political pulpit, with a vital position at the epicenter of Nigerian music.
So you drink beer?
Especially when Anthony is drinking beer, I'm drinking beer too.
How can you say because he's drinking beer, you're drinking beer?
I'm a fan.
Of him drinking beer?
No, of him. No, I'm a fan of beer too, but you know, he's drinking beer, I'm drinking beer.
You grew up at your dad's compound, and I know at one point he wanted you to become an area boy, and he thought that that would be good street cred.
That's to put it kind of mild. He just wanted me to be like from the streets.
We've been running into area boards constantly through this week. I kind of want to know how the structure works.
If you wanted to go for election, for instance, you will need to see all the area boys. You'll have to give a lot of money for him to get all his gang members to vote for you. And if you do a good job in dealing with this, you probably would win.
That's not quite democracy, though, is it?
No, it's not. Nigeria is not really a democratic state.
Struggle music, struggle sounds, struggle people, struggle now. Struggle music, struggle sound, struggle people, struggle now. Struggle music, struggle sound.
What is going on in Africa today for me, I think, is a perverse kind of hopelessness. Working for a system that is oppressing you, and you know it's oppressing you, but you've given up that there's nothing I can do about it.
I mean, is that what you've seen? Because honestly,
Yeah.
I've never been in a country where everybody are working so hard at something.
They're hustling.
They're hustling. Look, I've been to the DRC, to Goma and Kisangani, and those were not hopeful places.
Yeah, but Nigeria is the same way as DRC in the north, huh? Because we have the Boko Haram insurgency, people are being killed, but nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to act as if it's as serious as, because Nigeria, we play the game. We are the kings of the game. We were so proud when Nigeria arrived in Kenya for the African Summit because we brought the most amount of private jets. You understand? This is their mentality. They are all elitist. You know, they have yachts. You know, in a country where 90% live in poverty.
It's self-esteem.
Self-esteem?
Yes. That's, I see
It's
that
about what
self.
you
No,
own.
I see.
No, I don't think your
see.
self-esteem is about what you can buy.
Excuse
it should
me,
not be tied
it's not
about
what he
what
said.
you can afford.
As much as Nigeria is bad, there is hope. When I grew up, we were like caged in. We couldn't sit here like this. The police will come here and beat everybody up. A generation will come where they will say, enough is enough. Let's take back our lives.
Femi Kuti for president.
Don't listen to him.
FKFP, Nigeria resistance.
Struggle sound like the weapon of the future. Struggle sound like the weapon of the future.
It is the melody of the angels of death. Do not be afraid.
The Hausa are the largest tribal group in Nigeria. Known originally as cattlemen, they have become powerful politically as well. This is Dembe boxing, a very old and very brutal fighting art, deeply ingrained in Hausa traditions, particularly among the butcher class. It is a way for tough young men to earn a few bucks.
We are African man!
Prove themselves and break up the grim routine of their daily lives.
All Hausa versus Hausa.
Yeah, Hausa versus Hausa.
You hit with one hand.
Yeah, the other one is to block.
Community Agege. Sitting beside you is the Emir of Agege.
You are welcome to our humble camp.
Thank you.
Interreligious and intertribal violence has been a fact of life for years in Nigeria. There are over 300 tribes, and tens of thousands have died during such conflicts. In Lagos, some are trying to rewrite that narrative. The neighborhood of Agege is a melting pot of different tribes and religious groups.
This was originally a Yoruba area, yes?
Yes, yes.
But the Hausa people have been living here for a very, very
Yes,
long
for a
time,
long
cooperating
time.
very...
154 years ago.
There are intermarriages in between us and them. So that is why there are a lot of understanding.
Masa, rice cakes made from Nigerian sticky rice, sugar, and potash, a mineral-rich salt.
This is fura. It's made from millet and milk.
It's more like a yogurt, a little slightly sour.
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
This is one of the surprising foods. It's also made of beans.
This is all beans?
Yes.
Danwake, high-protein bean flour dumplings served with tomatoes, onions, and a peppery sauce.
Delicious.
The moringa.
And moringa salad, made from the leaves of the zogala tree and said to have medicinal properties. Kuli powder is a garnish or condiment made from ground peanuts.
What do you see the future of this area and your people?
Anything relies on education. We promote both Western and Arabic knowledge. The whole Africa or even the whole world is represented in Lagos, so we have to work together. The Prophet of Islam, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he lived with Christians and Jews peacefully without any problem. We believe if there is no peace, there will be no progress. You cannot go to mosques, you cannot go to church, you cannot go to school, you cannot go to work.
We love Lagos, we love peace.
And we pray to Almighty Allah to continue living in peace. God bless Lagos. God bless Nigeria.
Good cooking takes time. As more and more Lagosian men and women enter the workforce, fewer and fewer cook the old way. Long, low and slow preparations that can take hours.
The Lagos upbeat style makes it impossible for you to cook everything at home, so you buy from the street.
So who blogs about food here?
We all do. We all blog
All
about.
of
Yeah.
Atim, her mom, Iku, and friend Oz are all hard workers, holding down multiple jobs between them. But they hang on to their fierce love of food and cooking.
Who were your readers?
Primarily Nigerians.
Homesick Nigerians also, I would think, in the States.
Particularly homesick. Yeah. But then people that are married to Nigerians that want to learn the cuisine.
These days, one often eats quickly at a place like this. Yakoyo, serving traditional Nigerian dishes made the way they should be made.
This is called ewedu. It's jute leaf.
Ewedu is a soup from the Yoruba tribe. Crayfish, chilies, locust beans, and jute leaves.
This is good.
Have you had jollof rice?
It's rice cooked with...
Tomato sauce. Spiced tomato sauce. Yeah. It's almost like Spanish red rice.
Jollof rice, a staple across West Africa. Country of origin? Don't get into that issue. It's contentious. All I can tell you is it's delicious.
Now, who runs these businesses?
You walk in and you see an old lady sitting by the corner. Yeah. Her eyes are darting. Yeah. You know, she's checking, she's counting tables. You know, has the girl brought back my money? Yeah. So she sits there to control her money.
In the back, you see a guy cooking big batches to refill.
Yeah. Goat meat, okay. This is pounded yam.
Of course. This I've seen.
And this is amala.
Pounded and cooked kind of like this.
No.
This is yam, raw, sliced, ground into a flour, and then cooked into a meal. A bit like grits.
Yes, yes. It's about what you want, how you want to combine it.
Thank you. So you don't tilt your glass when you're pouring there?
I do, I'm just lazy. Man, you guys are harsh.
No.
I'm gonna be reading about myself on your blog. He's an animal at the table. Food here is really, really good.
We're seeing quite a bit of evolution going on. We're not all sit-at-home moms anymore. Not many people want to pound yam. She certainly does not want to pound yam. And I'm sure when she's getting married, one of her gifts to her husband's house would not be a mortar and a pestle.
Unlike 20 or 30 years ago.
A food processor, most likely.
Right.
And personally, I think maybe women my generation might have failed people like her by not passing things on. But now, thanks to food bloggers, the younger ladies have an avenue to get this information without depending on their mom.
How much interest in food is there these days? More?
More. Nigerians are big on meat.
Yeah.
So when you see that we have a few vegan chefs, people.
Wow, vegans.
Yes. in Nigeria, I think that shows you just how much people are finding their niches.
Yeah. But that's for a certain social class. The bulk of the people still, they don't have access to the internet. They don't care. Yeah, that's the guy just wants to fill his tummy for the day, So yeah, food is changing, but it's not a revolution yet.
Kids with no education. Now they're fixing iPhones.
And imagine if they were all well educated.
They say that where there's a will, there's a way. And there is plenty of will in Nigeria. Find a niche, create a business, build a home, a school, a community, or look beyond to creating a new society. Andela, co-founded by Ayanolawa Aboyele and run in Nigeria by Seni Suleiman, is a rigorous training program that teaches coders and engineers with the goal of creating no less than a continent-wide ecosystem of high-value software developers.
My mom had like a mobile shop, something like what's in Computer Village, and like that's where I grew up. Like she'll sell mobile phones, they'll fix it there, and she just used to run that.
I tried looking for a job, but the jobs I got, I'm like, no, I don't want to be a salesperson, I don't want to be a secretary. So that's why I got into programming.
Shalom and Blessing are trainees in the program, people who will someday rewrite the way Africa works.
As you can see, there are a lot of issues in Nigeria today. The average Nigerian is struggling to just food, water, clothing, shelter. We all believe that this will change, and we all believe that we'll change that. In the US, for every software developer that's looking for a job, there are 5 openings, which means there's a massive opportunity to get these awesome people who are really smart and really driven to be ready to take on Africa's challenges.
But that's what's special about this place. I mean, most people are kind of resigned to the reality that they have. We're creating an alternate reality where there's always going to be power for you to do your work.
Africa, it should be stressed, is home to 7 of the 10 fastest-growing internet populations in the world, with a huge, young, and mostly untapped labor pool of eager and ambitious people.
The impact in very short period of time is incredible. Before we started, people would rarely hire African developers, and now they can.
Many of us have been products of multinational experiences. So I grew up in Nigeria, spent time in Paris, went to the US, and eventually I came back home. We're all connected. We know what's happening around the world. And you ask yourself, if that's happening literally just a few hours by plane away from here, why is it not happening here? But technology is going to change this continent.
There is no other place in the world where you have the opportunity to build the future from scratch.
It's for me and you to run. Rock up for revolution now. Revolution now. Revolution now.
Where will Lagos be in 10 years? Or 20? Change is inevitable. The problem's enormous. But the desire, the hope is there. To change not just Nigeria, but the world.
We've got all the conditions for a revolution.
The revolution must be televised. The revolution must be televised. Radio revolution. Television revolution.
Don't just build a CV, build a life. Be better in real life than on paper.